What's up, nerds? OBD back for MTG Next Door. We're going to go ahead and start with day 2 of the tribute box for Pink and TB. And I got to remember which pile is which because I will get screwed up with this. Yesterday's video, I think it's without debate that TB kind of ran away with it. I'm going to try to put these cards from yesterday in the top corner so you can still see them. And then open these packs. Here, we'll put those there. We'll start with, I'm going to start with TB. I'm going to try to switch it up a little bit using the knife. We'll slam some packs for Stitch. We'll try to do everything for everybody here. Okay, we got a new token here. Let's see what it is. It is a copy spirit token. Okay, something new. All right, back to front. This is TB's pack to start with today. He's probably going to take all the mythics again today. All right, Fire Nation Raider. Earthbending Lesson. Borcupine? I thought at first I thought it said barbecue. It'll quench ya. Okay. Corrupt Court Official. Everyone ever. Pretending Pox Bearers. Gross. Geyser Leaper. No, Gran. Oh, hey guys, Gran showed up. Get it? She brought some cookies with her. Kyoshi Island Plaza. I almost said pizza. Zuko's Conviction. And a rare is the Mechanist Aerial Artisan. 2 and a blue. Legendary creature, human artificer ally. 1/3. When you cast a non-creature spell, create a clue token. It's 2, sack that token, draw a card. Tap until the end of turn, target artifact token you control becomes a 3/1 construct artifact creature with flying. Well, that's cool. If you could multiply that, you know what I mean? Like all, instead of target, and says all, that would be kind of cool. All right, let's see if we got something else here. Good Lord, TB. 5 mythics in 4 packs, bro. 5. I'm sorry, Pink. I really am. The Face Stealer? That is... Oh, gosh. Look at in his mouth is a face. Oh, I hate that. It makes me uncomfortable. It's a 6/6 for 6. Well, that makes sense. Legendary creature Shapeshifter Spirit. When Ko enters, exile up to 1 other target creature. Whenever another non-token creature dies, you may exile it. Pay 1 life, choose a creature card, exiled with Ko. Ko has all the activated and triggered abilities of the last chosen card. That is a lot. Sure, it's broken. It's way too early in the morning for me to wrap my brain around that. Is this another mythic? No. Haru Hidden Talent. Cool looking card, though. Student's Pass. Serpent's Pass. Student's Pass. I don't know why it's... Anyway, it is early, and I've had 1 sip of coffee. All right, we're going to put your 5th mythic up on top with your artificer there. Wow, TV. I promise you, okay, I shuffled these packs. I don't know what's going on right now. Pink, here's your first mythic. I can't promise anything. And I'm going to call this out. 5 mythics in 4 packs. Twice as many mythics as I pulled out of my entire Spider-Man box, just for what it's worth. And it is a ally clue token. Rebellious Captives, Rumble Arena, How to Start a Riot, Raucous Audience, Water Tribe Captain, Octopus Form, Beetle-Headed Merchants, Invasion Tactics, Boomerang Basics, Zhao Ruthless Admiral, Southern Air Temple, and Stitch. This is a shrine. So you know what? We're gonna read this for Stitch because we were telling him that there are shrines in here. So it's 3 and a white legendary enchantment shrine. When Southern Air Temple enters, put X/1/1 counters on each creature you control, where X is the number of shrines you control. That could go wide real fast. Whenever another shrine you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. That's kind of wild, Stitch. I think you need this. Oh, here we go. This is exciting, Pink. Ran and Shaw is legendary creature dragon, 3 and 2 red. Flying Firebending 2. So I guess any bending is when they attack, they create mana. So I guess this one just creates 2 generic mana, maybe. When Randishaw enter, if you cast them and there are 3 or more dragon and or lesson cards in your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of Randishaw, except it's not legendary. 3 in a red, dragons you control get +2/+0 until the end of turn. That's kind of rad. I like it. I mean, I'm going to get a copy of that for my dragons deck. And then an ostrich horse. A hostrich or an orse? It's an orse. Island, and there's your token. All right, so even though it's not a mythic, it's a dragon, so we're counting that as a mythic. Kinda? I don't know. I can make the rules on my own videos. It's a mythic. Congratulations on your first mythic. And now for TB's 6th mythic, we're going to open this pack. It is a food monk token. All right, so there you got your own ostrich horse, earth rumble wrestlers, cunning maneuver, iguana parrot. Is it a piguana or a garret? It's a piguana. It's definitely a piguana. Hog monkey. There's the honky again. Earth Kingdom soldier. Yip yip. Moving on. Crescent Island temple. Unlucky cabbage merchant. Poor guy. He's already a cabbage merchant. How much luck did he expect to have? Soka lateral strategist. Tundra tank, because there's tanks in a mystical world. Of course. Okay, so not a mythic, but I think this is a good card. Fire Lord Zuko is a rare for 1 red, 1 white, and 1 black. 2/4 legendary creature, human noble ally. Firebending X, where X is Fire Lord Zuko's power. Whenever this creature attacks, add X red mana, and it lasts till the end of combat. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, and whenever a permanent you control enters from exile, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. That's wild. That could get out of hand. And there were other cards, TB, that you got that let you cast stuff from exile. So this seats along with them. Let me see your other rare or mythic. I was kidding, and yep, totally called it double rare pack. Bossing Say is a land. This land enters tapped unless you control a basic land. Easy. Tap, add a green. 2 and a green. Earthbend 2. Activate only as a sorcery. Target land you control becomes a 0/0 creature with haste. That's still a land. Put 2 1/1 counters on it. When it dies or is exiled, return to the battlefield tapped. So that's kind of an interesting way to fix the hesitancy I have with turning my lands into man lands or into creatures, because if they attack in and get killed or blocked or whatever, you don't lose the opportunity to keep it as a mana source for the next round. Not horrible at all. And then Swamp and your food token. So I'm sorry, TB, it's your first non-mythic pack, but at least it was a double rare, so maybe that'll ease your sorrow for your first non-mythic pack. I honestly gotta wonder what's left in this stack over here after that opening. All right, so we have a food bear token. Oh, look at the bear. He's a 4/4 bear. I like him. How do we make the bear? Firebending lesson. I don't think that makes bears. Badger mole doesn't make bears. Aang's journey doesn't make bears. Azula always lies. Maybe that makes bears. Airbending lesson. Who makes bears? Here's your Piguana. Bender's water skin. I don't think that makes bears. Fire Nation attacks. No bears. Fatal Fisher. I don't see any bears. The Boulder, ready to rumble. My boy's ready to rumble. Benevolent River Spirit, no bears. Elemental Teaching. Okay, this is our rare. So 4 and a green. Search your library for up to 4 land cards, already great, with different names, and reveal them. An opponent chooses 2 of these cards. Put the chosen cards into your graveyard, and the rest onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle. Not horrible, especially if you've got something sitting in your hand that helps you recur lands. I like that. That's a really good card. I might have to get that, not a flippy card or anything like that. And then Combustion Technique. plains, and your food token. So that's kind of a cool land tutor, especially if you got recursion for lands in your deck, which I've started packing because I end up having to dump stuff out of my hand so often. It's easier to dump lands than it is to dump creatures or specific instants or sorceries and stuff like that. All right, so you have an ally clue token. And this is TB's pack, sorry. This is the last pack for the day. Sabertooth, Moose Lion. I'm not even going to try to combine that. Sooth Mayan. Sabertooth, Moose Lion. That is... It's just, I'm sorry, I can't even with that thing. Vindictive Warden. It is a barbecue. Walltop Sentries. Corrupt Court Official. Razor Rings. Who'd want to wear those? Giant Koi. Northern Air Temple. Southern Air. So you got the Northern and Southern Air Temple. Just go ahead and knock both of those out in one pack. Good job. Solstice Revelations. Oh, I took two. Sorry. Okay, so here's your rare. Bai Fong's Bounty Hunters. Okay, I like Bounty Hunters, but if they're not Boba Fett, they're not as cool. 2, a black and a green. 4/4 creature, human mercenary. Whenever a non-land creature you control dies, Earthbend X, where X is that creature's power. Put X/1/1 counter when it dies, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, gosh. Another mythic. Bro, that's six mythics, bro. 6. TB, what are you doing? You're stealing all this from Pink. The Legend of the Roku TV. 2 and 2 red for an enchantment saga. Chapter 1, exile the top 3 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. And then 2, add 1 mana of any color. And then 3, exile the saga, return to the battlefield transformed under your control. And it becomes, I'm assuming, I'm going to make a call here. Avatar Roku. Nailed it. Avatar Roku. Legendary creature Avatar. Firebending 4. When this creature attacks, add 4 red mana. Why did they put it like that? This mana lasts until the end of combat. Why didn't they just put 4 red? I don't know. Anyway. And then for 8, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying and firebending 4. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. Look at you. You're going to find your way over to me at some point. I'll probably pick this card up because we love dragons around here. Okay, TB taking all the mythics. Is this another one? Nope, it's the hometown wrestlers. All right, the Legend of the Roku. Lord TB. All right, save some from Pink, man. All right, Pink, here's your Judgment right now. I might take TB out of the running. He's already had enough. I might just give Pink the rest of the box. All right, let's see. Ballistic Boulder and a Soldier. Let's see what we get. Urine Archers, Cycle of Renewal, Rumble Arena, Deadly Precision, Jeongjong's Deserters, Flexible Waterbender. Because you gotta stretch before you bend water, right? I mean, you can't be an inflexible waterbender. Yep. Hermetic Herbalist. Nope. Wolfbat. It's a wat or both. It's a wat for sure. Airbender's Reversal. That is cool. That is cool art right there. I mean, it looks semi-CG, but I don't know. And then rare is Realm of Ka. I don't know, whatever. This land enters tapped unless you control a basic land. Okay, so I'm seeing a theme with these lands. Tap out a black, 3 and a black, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. With this token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. I mean, yes, it creates tokens for you, but for 4, that's expensive, man. I mean, unless you need a blocker real quick to save your butt, whatever. Double rare pack. Earthbender's Ascension. Earthbender Ascension. 2 and a green. When this enchantment enters, Earthbend 2. Then search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tap. Then shuffle. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a quest counter on this enchantment. When you do, if it has 4 or more quest counters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains trample until the end of the turn. Okay, so basically, once you get 4 on this, then this becomes like your little guys. Is it a target creature when you put a quest counter on this enchantment? When you do, if it's target creature. Okay, so it's only 1. It's not across the board. That's not horrible, especially if you're just doing one guy. Zuko's Conviction, and then Fancy Forest, and then your token. All right, so I'm not sure about that land, but the Earthbender Ascension is kind of cool. Again, man, 2 days in a row, TB coming through with stealing all the mythics. I gotta know. I think you're at 6 right now. 1, 2. Sorry, I don't want to mess these up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 mythics, bro. Ridiculous. All right. Anyway, that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. I hope you guys are enjoying these. I'll get probably get these to you Monday or whatever. So we've probably got 2 more. Do we have 2 more videos on us here? I think so. Actually, 3 more videos. All right. So maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy this. Talk to you later.